In the summer of 2023, one man turned the world of government secrecy upside down with a single explosive claim made under oath. We have spacecraft from another species. The man was David Grusch, a career intelligence officer who spent over a decade inside the deepest layers of national security. He wasn't talking about blurry photos, he was alleging taxpayer-funded black budget programs operating beyond public scrutiny. His complaint was stamped urgent and credible by the intelligence community's own Inspector General ICIG. In this video, we'll stick to the facts, what Grusch claims, how the Pentagon has responded, and the real, unanswered questions Congress is wrestling with today. This isn't about belief, it's about accountability. David Grusch is no fringe conspiracy theorist. He is a highly decorated combat veteran who spent 14 years in US intelligence with senior roles at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and the National Reconnaissance Office. Crucially, he served as a representative on the official Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force and its successor AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. His job was to standardize how the military analyzed mysterious sightings. Before this, his reputation was spotless. So when someone with his background filed a whistleblower complaint in May 2022, Washington paid very close attention. Grusch's journey began around 2019 while working for the UAP task force. He kept hearing unsettling whispers from high-level officials about a real program he wasn't cleared for. This prompted him to start digging. Over several years, Grusch alleges he interviewed at least 40 witnesses, pilots, engineers and contractors who told him a consistent story. The US has been running a multi-decade crash retrieval and reverse engineering program hidden from most of Congress. He claims he was shown evidence of unconventional craft and even non-human biologics. When he raised an internal complaint, he says he faced immediate and severe retaliation. Realizing internal channels were blocked, he hired lawyers and filed an urgent concern complaint with the ICIG, the last resort for an intelligence officer alleging wrongdoing. The ICIG interviewed Grusch and deemed his complaint both credible and urgent. For a full year after the ICIG's assessment, nothing happened. Facing continued stonewalling, Grusch decided to go public. He approached investigative reporters Leslie Kean and Ralph Blumenthal, known for their meticulous work on the 2017 New York Times UFO story. After months of verification, they published Grusch's allegations in the debrief on June 5th, 2023. The impact was seismic, the story went global, and remarkably, Congress scheduled an open hearing, complete with live CSPAN coverage. The most secretive topic imaginable was suddenly set for a full-blown national conversation. Let's break down Grusch's precise allegations. First, a crash retrieval program to recover craft of non-human origin. Second, a reverse engineering effort that has made slow progress because the physics involved is not intuitive. Third, extreme secrecy that has illegally hidden these programs from congressional oversight. Fourth, the recovery of non-human biologics from some of these craft. And fifth, the use of misappropriated funds laundered through other programs to keep the effort off the books. Crucially, Grusch emphasizes he has not personally seen these things. His testimony is based on what he was told by credible first-hand witnesses. On July 26, 2023, David Grusch swore an oath before a House Oversight Subcommittee and delivered riveting testimony. Asked if the US possesses UAP craft, he replied, "Absolutely," based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years. When questioned if the government has the bodies of pilots, he stated, "Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah, Grusch also described the retaliation he faced as very brutal, telling Congress he has knowledge of active planned reprisal activity. In a rare moment of unity, lawmakers from both parties thanked Grusch for his courage, signalling the gravity of the allegations. Less than 24 hours after the hearing, the Pentagon issued a statement. AARO has not discovered any verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs to possess or reverse engineer extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or exist today. NASA echoed this, citing a lack of empirical data. Unofficially, sources suggested Grusch was simply denied access because he lacked the need to know for certain programs. This narrative was supported by AARO's then director Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, who had previously testified that his office found no proof of off-world technology in decades of records. It presented a stark choice: either Grusch's 40 witnesses are wrong, or the program is so secret that even the Pentagon's own UAP office can't find it. The fact that the Intelligence Community Inspector General found Grusch's complaint urgent and credible cannot be overstated. This is a formal designation that elevates the complaint, signalling that an independent watchdog believed there was a reasonable basis for the allegations. This rare finding legally required a confidential referral to the House and Senate Intelligence Committees, compelling them to investigate. Sources suggest that these inquiries have already begun to influence defence budget language, with Congress inserting stricter reporting requirements on the very secret programs Grusch described. Whistleblowing has come at an immense personal cost for David Grusch. He claims the retaliation was swift and brutal, stalling his career and isolating him professionally. He now works as a consultant and is planning a civilian research foundation to study UAPs openly. Most chillingly, Grusch has reported receiving death threats that prompted an FBI investigation. His sacrifice undercuts the common accusation that he's motivated by profit, a claim he counters by noting he has not signed any book deal. So what can we verify? First, the Pentagon has released Navy videos of objects performing unexplained maneuvers. Second, there is clear congressional interest, with UAP caucuses and new whistleblower protection laws being introduced. Third, the 2024 defence budget includes the UAP Disclosure Act, a mandate for the government to declassify historical UAP records. And fourth, Grusch's ICIG complaint file exists and is confirmed to be extensive. What we don't have is the physical proof. No crashed hulls, no alien tissue, no flying saucer budget line items. We are left with competing narratives: a secret cabal hiding breakthrough technology, or a bureaucratic maze so complex it can be mistaken for a conspiracy. Beyond the sci-fi headlines, this story raises a fundamental question. How do democracies police secret programs designed to evade oversight? If Grusch is right, it suggests a part of the government has slipped its constitutional leash. If he's wrong, it means the classification system is so opaque it can mislead even dedicated insiders. Furthermore, Grusch's testimony has helped legitimize the scientific study of UAPs, a topic long considered career poison. This has greased the gears for serious academic inquiry, a form of disclosure that is unfolding not with a bang but through quiet research. If this story matters to you as a taxpayer, a citizen, or just a curious mind, hit that share button. Informed discussion and demands for answers are the only way to move this conversation forward. Your voice matters. More congressional hearings are highly likely. The Senate Intelligence Committee could subpoena defence contractors named in Grusch's classified briefings, a major escalation. Meanwhile, AARO is under a deadline to deliver a comprehensive historical report to lawmakers. Grusch himself continues to offer classified briefings to any cleared official willing to listen, expanding the circle of those in the know. His attorneys are also fighting to have his security clearance reinstated, arguing its suspension was an illegal act of whistleblower retaliation. Healthy skepticism is crucial. Grusch has yet to produce any physical evidence. His testimony is compelling but fundamentally second-hand. Critics also point out that human memory is fallible, even for intelligence officers, and that information can be misinterpreted in highly compartmented environments. Furthermore, the UFO media ecosystem is prone to confirmation bias. Until hard evidence surfaces, Grusch's claims must be treated as powerful allegations, not established facts. the burden of proof remains high. This story stands on a tripod of credibility. First is Grusch's impeccable intelligence career. Second is the ICIG's formal validation that his complaint is urgent and credible. Third is the rare bipartisan congressional interest, which shows the allegations transcend politics. This combination is why the story has received serious mainstream attention and prompted allied nations to quietly ask the US for clarification. The implications for global security and air sovereignty are immense. Beyond politics, a cultural shift is underway. Stigma has long prevented military pilots from reporting UAP encounters. Grusch's stand helps legitimize their experiences, encouraging more witnesses to come forward. Social media trends show a new generation, raised in an era of government secrecy, engaging with the topic on a massive scale. The entire saga has become a Rorschach test for institutional trust, reflecting our anxieties about government transparency and official narratives. David Grusch says he was told something that changed his life. We are not alone. He has since traded a secure career for intense public scrutiny, choosing to speak out. The government officially denies his claims, stating it has no verifiable evidence of extraterrestrial technology. Yet the ICIG stands by its credible and urgent assessment, and somewhere dozens of witnesses remain hidden. The truth lies somewhere within this maze of conflicting statements. What we know for certain is that the profound questions David Grusch raised simply won't go away.